Alfred the Butler is today's character spotlight here in LEGO Batman 3. Hey, what's happening, gamers? I'm Kwing. I had bronchitis and the LEGO Batman vids kind of stopped. So today we're looking at Alfred, or should I say Alfred's. So the Alfred minifigure, just so you know, it can throw serving trays to deliver justice, use them to avoid flames like a certain character from a previous LEGO game, and dick. So yeah, that's about it. Goodbye. Just kidding. I'll actually be switching between the Alfred from the comics and Adam West Alfred, because I can. Well, on to learning. So Alfred is more or less Batman's trusty butler and first appeared in 1943. So a very, very long time ago. He has taken on many appearances since his creation, though wasn't called Alfred Pennyworth until 1955, replacing an overweight, unshaven Alfred Beagle. Alfred had a very different origin than what you guys are familiar with. Instead of being the Wayne family butler, Alfred was a former actor turned MI5 agent and field medic. So he worked for British intelligence. On his father's deathbed, though, he was asked by his dad to continue the family tradition and become the Wayne family's butler. Which, you know, needing a place to lie low after doing stuff in World War II for the British against, like, Russia and Germany, Alfred agreed and then met the Waynes, not knowing, of course, about the tragedy, and later discovered Batman and Robin's secret by almost accidentally hitting them with a baseball bat, being startled in the middle of the night as Batman and Robin are coming back up the stairs with an injured Bruce Wayne. Anyway, he served as Batman's butler and then was killed off because the TV show wanted to use a woman figure as the role of Alfred, so Aunt Harriet was created. But due to last-minute changes on the script or something, Alfred was brought back, so you had both Harriet and Alfred, which caused confusion and chaos in the comics world. So yeah, Alfred was brought back to life then, a few months later, except in DC Comics they brought him back as a villain known as the Outsider, which the name would later be used to describe Batman's own outsider group, Justice League, which is kind of funny. Having survived the car accident that supposedly caused his demise, Alfred was experimented on and became a bad guy for one issue. And then, of course, he turned good again and resumed his butler duties. So that had to be awkward for a while. Didn't you try to kill us? Oh no, sir. I was merely dusting. So by the 70s, up until the Crisis event in 1985, he's just Alfred, and has some adventures with Batman and meets his daughter, which they actually kind of use that storyline in the Schumacher Batman and Robin film where Alfred meets his niece, Barbara. You know, not Barbara Gordon, nope, Barbara, Alfred's niece. And she becomes Batgirl. The film is terrible. You're welcome. So after the Flash saves the multiverse, we never see anything of Alfred's daughter, his family, anything like that. Alfred's history is completely rewritten, and he becomes the Alfred that was always Wayne's personal butler. He helped raise Bruce Wayne and assisted Batman from day one, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Adds more character development for Alfred, the awesome British intelligence, former MI6, 5, whatever, trained surgeon, James Bondish character. What's funny is Bruce Timm, the guy who did Batman the Animated Series, would use the jack-of-all-trades Alfred for the show, and that's my favorite Alfred, by the way. He's awesome. So during Batman Year One, which is Frank Miller's graphic novel, by the way, Alfred assists the Dark Knight any way he can, though mostly patching up Bruce as a doctor. He also helps Mr. Wayne fool Lieutenant Gordon into thinking Bruce is just a lazy billionaire playboy guy who hurt himself on a ski accident, even though it's the exact same place that Batman got hurt when fleeing the cops. But oh well. The commish, or future commish, is kind of dumb, and, you know, it slides, and Batman stays Batman. So Alfred also helps raise Dick Grayson from the time he's 8 years old, and sees Dick go off to college and stuff like that. So he always feels like Grayson is his son, more or less. And Jason Todd he had a connection with, but not as close as that of Grayson, but he was pretty torn up when Jason passed away. When Tim Drake enters the picture in the late 80s, when DC needed a Robin, Alfred, along with Nightwing, tries to convince Bruce that Tim could actually be a pretty awesome Robin. He actually refers to the young Drake as Master Timothy. Later, after Tim becomes Robin and Bane breaks the bat in, I believe it was 92, Alfred takes Bruce to England and orders him not to put himself in harm's way anymore because you're paralyzed now. And this conversation was later used in the Christopher Nolan film, The Dark Knight Rises, where Alfred quits and goes seize the world. The DC Comics Alfred also quits and goes seize the world, except he comes back because Dick Grayson went to get him. Of course, he goes back, and then No Man's Land happens not long after. So Gotham was destroyed by an earthquake, and Batman is presumed missing. Alfred then is like, okay, I'm gonna put my spy training to use, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna save Gotham, even without Batman. Which is actually pretty cool if you think about it, because we get to see Alfred as a spy and a medic, ordering Oracle, Robin, Nightwing, Azrael, all these people around. It's pretty rad. Also, Alfred gets into a fight scene, trying to save some survivors from some thugs, and does pretty well, even impressing Batman, who shows up for the first time in this entire arc. So I thought that was just so cool. So way later, another storyline that we see with Alfred is when Bruce Wayne goes missing because of Darkseid and sent through time. Batman's Butler helps recreate the Outsiders and assists Gotham's newest Dark Knight, Dick Grayson. And the interaction is actually very similar between Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins and The Dark Knight between Dick and Alfred, which is pretty cool. He also tries to tame Damian, but it doesn't really work that well. He also, in Bruce's will, is told to look after the sons of Batman, so Jason, Tim, Dick, and Damian. Although he kind of fails Tim because Tim runs away from the nest, pun intended, and becomes Red Robin, distancing himself between the Bat family, Alfred, and everybody to prove that Batman is still alive and trapped in time or something. The New 52 Alfred is pretty much the same old Butler guy we know and love, though he kind of acts very similar to the Beware the Batman show. This Alfred uses the Bat computer a lot, like in Arkham City and Arkham Origins and things like that. He aids Batman, and from time to time will actually go into the field, which is pretty cool. Various Elseworlds Alfred live to be in their 90s and still help Batman, more or less, though unfortunately both The Dark Knight Returns Alfred and Batman Beyond are no longer around. Still, my favorite of these Elseworlds Alfred is the Injustice version because he beats up Superman after Superman breaks Batman, and he does this by using a Kryptonian pill, which was so cool. But if you want to learn more about Alfred, watch my upcoming Arkham Wednesdays video this January. This was just a teaser. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals. I was gone, of course, because of bronchitis. I'm going to do my best to post a new LEGO lore video every day for the next year, or at least till summer. However long 150 characters plus DLC takes, I don't know. If you have a character you want to see, let me know in the comments below. The one that gets the most votes that I see, I'll do that one instead of sticking to the characters alphabetically, which I'm recording today. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and happy gaming. I'll be seeing you later. Thanks so much for watching the KwingsLetsPlay channel. See ya!